What up? It's the real Keys. Any other a fabrication of your imagination. And Universal Debates presents Real Random Versus Discussions. Here we discuss versus battles that you wouldn't normally think of instead of the same old recycled fights that you see every day. And I'm back with another inverse fight from Majo Taisen. We have the Witcher Robbery, Bunny Parker versus the Witch of the Stars, Orihime. The gangster versus the psychopath. And I actually like both of these characters. Bunny is in my top 3. But let's analyze their stats and see who will come out on top. For attack potency, it's extremely hard to call for Bunny. Bunny really just uses guns, and they're magically infused to hurt the other witches. She also has a whole bunch of dynamite she can use, and it's more powerful than her weapons. But other than that, she's not really a physical fighter, so it's not really scalable. But if you have seen my How Strong is the Majo Taisen verse video, I put her in the building tier. At most, she would be large building. And for Orihime, she is one of the strongest witches physically due to her magic being able to increase her density. In her fight against Yaoya, she was putting the pause to her. Kiss Kill was comparing her punches to a meteorite. Speaking of meteorite, Orihime even created a meteorite and dropped it on Yaoya. And I have a calc for this. If it was dropped from 20 meters, it would be 115.6 megajoules. From 25 meters, it would be 143.6 megajoules. And from 30 meters, it would be 173.8 megajoules, which is all large building level. This could be higher depending on how high it was dropped from, but in my opinion, it was about that high. But from the way Yaoya was acting, the punches seemed to do more damage than the actual meteorite. So I believe she is somewhere in the city block range. So I would have to give attack potency and destructive capabilities to Orihime. For speed, this is another hard one to call for Bunny. She didn't really show to be too fast. Her fight against Mona Lisa, she pretty much was just standing still. I wouldn't say just standing still, but she has guns, so she was just shooting the whole time. We can say that she's supersonic with attack speed due to her weapons. And we can also say she's supersonic due to reaction speed, because a lot of other characters have dodged bullets. Even Mona Lisa dodged bullets, and she was considered weak. And Orihime is one of the fastest characters. With her magic, she is able to make herself lighter. And when she fought Yaoya, they commented on how fast Yaoya was. And Yaoya is able to also boost her speed, and Orihime was still able to keep up with her. And they really only commented on 4 people being fast, that being Yaoya, Catherine, Jean, and Huang. And since Orihime scales directly to Yaoya, she would also be considered one of the fastest. In my opinion, she would be supersonic plus to possibly hypersonic. So Orihime wins in the speed category. For durability and endurance, for Bunny, it's hard to call again. She hasn't really tanked many attacks. I think the most that she tanked was getting cut by Mona Lisa, but that's really about it. While in Orihime's case, she has hell of endurance and durability. With her magic, she is able to make herself more denser, so that would make her be able to take more attacks. And in her fight against Yaoya, she literally was almost set on fire and still tanked the attacks and was still fighting afterward. She essentially was set on fire. She had a big burn mark on her face. Even while she was on fire, she kept swinging. She didn't stop swinging until her hand melted off. So for durability and endurance, Orihime takes it. For skills, equipment, and intelligence, Bunny has a hell of a lot of weapons. Literally a whole crate full of weapons that she can use at any time. She has a variety of guns, from pistols to machine guns, and she has dynamite. She has also shown a high level of battle IQ. She was able to figure out the secret of Mona Lisa's magic even though it seemed like a losing battle, and was also able to shoot her real body by predicting she would attack her blind spot. She also managed to get past Mona Lisa's infinite corridor illusion. And the thing about Mona Lisa illusions is, even if you know you're in an illusion, it won't stop the illusion. And on top of that, her illusions can create illusions. Even questioning the illusion will cause another illusion. And Bunny not only got around it, she also won the fight against Mona Lisa. And Bunny's magic vestment is called Shot with a Lead Bullet, and it seems like it comes with a revolver. For Orihime, I wouldn't say that she is stupid, but I wouldn't say she is as smart as Bunny. She was able to outsmart Yaoya a few times, like the one time where Yaoya held on to Orihime's leg and Orihime decided to fly in the air and then change her gravity, which sent Yaoya to the ground. And then Orihime was also smart enough to keep her distance because Yaoya is an up-close fighter. And then Orihime sat in her chest, and every swing she knew to change the gravity of her fist. So when she cocked her hand back, she made her arm lighter, and when she swung down, she made it heavier. And that was a really smart thing to do. Her magic vestment is pure love, legend. It comes with a chakram, which is a giant ring that looks like a hula hoop. Now this stat they're a little closer in, but I think I have to give it to Bunny. She has more weapons she can use and show better battle IQ than Orihime. Now on to the best part, hacks and abilities. When witches go into their magic vestment, they create some type of element. This can be used offensively and defensively, but for some reason they don't use it in that way often. When Bunny goes into her magic vestment, she creates a whole bunch of bullets that surround her. Bunny's magic is called stealing magic. As long as she knows where something is, she can directly teleport it into her hands, but her palm needs to be facing that way. She made Mona Lisa think that her magic was spawning infinite weapons, but in reality she was teleporting the weapons from her room to her hand. And her room was hundreds to thousands of meters away, completely out of sight. So it doesn't matter if a wall is there or any type of barrier is there. And she was able to find the real Mona Lisa because she was able to feel her heartbeat with her hand. And then she teleported her heart directly into her hand. So she could literally just teleport organs. When Orihime goes into her magic vestment, she is surrounded by a giant orb. Orihime's magic is called star magic. And with it, she can create a dome that was able to cover up the whole Walpurgis arena. And when she's using her magic, she can change the gravity of anything that she touches. She is able to float and almost fly freely. She can change her own gravity, and she is able to create large alloy objects that kind of resemble stars. She is also able to assemble all the stars together and create a giant meteor. And she is able to change the weight of it by altering its gravity. This is another stat that they're pretty close in, but I think I might have to give it to Bunny. She's able to literally teleport things to her hand no matter where they are, as long as she knows where it's at. And being able to directly teleport someone's heart into your hand pretty much ends the fight. Now on to the comparison section. Based on the bounty system that I created, Bunny's bounty would be 5,590,000 with the grade of S- and a threat level of proceed with caution. For Orihime, her bounty is 9,096,000 with the grade of S- and threat level of proceed with caution. If you made it this far, I would like for you to like, share, subscribe, and press that bell to be notified of all my videos. It doesn't cost you a dime, while even costs me time. Especially if you like Majo Taisen and versus battles. Now on to the fight. In AP, durability, and speed, Orihime has this. She was able to keep up with Yaoya, who was considered one of the fastest in the verse. She can also amp her own speed and AP with gravity to where her punches was doing major damage, and she can also use her stars as projectiles that she can change the gravity of whenever she wants to. She was also able to create a giant meteor that covered the entire battlefield, while Bunny's AP and speed are unquantifiable, but Bunny does have it in battle IQ and hacks. She also possibly has it in range, but Orihime has more AoE. The battle could really go either way, and both of them can pressure each other. Bunny with her guns and Orihime with her stars. But I honestly think that Bunny would win just because she has one-shot capabilities. She could literally just rip Orihime's heart out of her chest. So if she isn't playing around, she can win immediately. But if she doesn't go for the kill, Orihime would more than likely win. Unlike Yaoya, whose magic is destructive, Bunny has no counter to the meteor drop. Orihime would have Bunny seeing more stars than Nemesis from Resident Evil. But that's all I got for today. Stay tuned for the next versus battle and follow Universal Debates on Facebook. And follow all my other pages. The links in the description.